Alright, got another Warhammer Fantasy Battle Report. These are my Bretonnians against an Empire army that, if you've seen my reports before, you'll probably notice that I've played before. And it's a slightly larger game, 2,500 points instead of the normal 2,250. So on my far right, he's got the, what is it, the Hellblaster volley gun? No, that's the Hellstorm rocket battery, 5 Knights of the White Wolf, cannon. On the far right of this screen, he's got 6 Inner Circle Knights with a Warrior Priest, 20 Flagellants behind him, Archlector on a War Altar, 20 Swordsmen with a 10-man handgunner detachment in front and 5 Free Company detachment to the side. There's the Hellblaster volley gun with a level 2 Wizard, 5 Pistoliers with 15 Great Swords behind them, 7 Knights with another Wizard, level 2. Let's see, 10 crossbowmen with 2 detachments, one of them being crossbows, one being Free Company, and then 5 outriders. So on my far right, got a couple units of bowmen with defensive stakes, my trebuchet on the hill, a bunch of skirmishing bowmen, Grell Relique with 14 battle pilgrims, 2 units of 25 men-at-arms with 9 Knights of the Realm with my BSB and my Lord with them. And this Lord is decked out with the virtue of Knightly Temper, I believe, but it's wounds that go through before armor saves. He gets that many more attacks. And my BSB has the virtue of Empathy to keep all those peasants in line. So on the other side of the impassable terrain, I've got 3 Pegasus Knights, 12 Knights Errant with the Errantry Banner, and on the far left I've got 9 Questing Knights, which, when all was said and done, I really disliked how I deployed them. They should have been closer to the center, and I should have had my Pegasus Knights out to the side like that. So here we go, Empire turn 1, he moves up on the side, as you can see. In the middle, he's really holding back. Of course, he brings his fast cav up, and other than that, he's kind of leading with his knights and keeping his infantry in the back. He obviously has me outranged with 3 war machines, 2 level 2 wizards, and then of course the War Altar and the Archlector and the Warrior Priest. So I think he's really, for the most part, going to hang back and let me come to him. Brings his outriders up, and you can otherwise see how he moved. So 10, maybe 15 crossbowmen shoot at the Pegasus Knights, and 2 wounds go through, and I fail both armor saves and both ward saves. Luckily, they passed their test. I believe this was the Hellstorm rocket battery landed on this unit, killed a couple knights. Overall, I feel pretty lucky with how that turned out. So Bretonnian turn 1, don't move my archers, I'm just going to let them shoot. Push my infantry up as fast as they will go, keeping my big blocks of knights, or those knights you can see behind him just a few inches. Take my Pegasus Knights against his fast cav just to get them out of the way so they're not causing me problems. I decide to hang back with my Knights Errant there, and in all honesty, I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking. I was probably concerned about them getting baited somewhere, but in hindsight, it doesn't make any sense at all why they wouldn't push up much more aggressively. And another thing I did with my Questing Knights, I was thinking I wanted to keep out of short-range shooting of his outriders, and I figured on my next turn I could charge them, and if he fled from me, he was likely to flee off the board. And in hindsight, again, that's just a silly error if you look at the math of it, because by hanging back, he's going to have 1 higher die roll to shoot me on this turn with 15 shots on his next turn, but then if I do charge him, he's going to get a stand and shoot. Whereas if I just would have marched forward as much as I could, he would get a short-range shot now, but he wouldn't be able to stand and shoot next turn. And I was also worried about him charging me with that little detachment and with the outriders, but again, in hindsight, that's kind of silly. I really don't think they would have done me much harm. So really don't like how I'm playing that left flank. I like how my bowmen shoot. These 20 bowmen killed 2 of his Knights of the White Wolf because they can't make an armor save to save their life. And I didn't show up, but my skirmishing archers shot at his cannon and killed 2 out of the 3 crew, so I'm going to have to take a cannon shot this turn, but on the next turn he won't be able to shoot. And this was a gamble I took. I beat the Pistoliers pretty easily, and I was thinking I could try to hold, and then I would probably have to withstand a bunch of crossbow shots, but if I did, I'd be able to have a lot of choices on what to charge, such as his war machine with the wizard and whatever. But I thought I'd go ahead and try to pursue hoping I would roll high enough to get behind his lines, because if I got behind his lines, it would have been a mess for him. He couldn't have shot at me because his guys were move or shoot. I could have charged the war machine. I could have charged just a whole bunch of things and just caused a whole load of problems for him. But I rolled, and I would have landed pretty much on top of that unit, and I didn't want to charge the greatsword, so I stopped an inch short, and it really didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So we go to Empire turn 2. He charges his greatswords into my Pegasus Knights. I take 3 dice and roll them for a flee move, and I roll a 6. And so he has a charge range of 8, and he runs me down. So that wasn't good. His Knights of the White Wolf survive a stand and shoot, and they're in with my archers with the defensive stakes. My archers are going to go first in that fight. Otherwise, you can see, again, he's leading with his knights, and he's keeping his infantry back. And I'm sure he has real good reasons for that. It seems counterintuitive to me. I like to throw my infantry out there and then back up with my knights. But I'm not saying he's right or wrong. Just that's the way he's doing it. And on the left, move that detachment up. So if I wield to get around the detachment to try to charge the outriders, my angle's wrong and I go off the board. And so brilliant move with attachment over here. And now my timidity with my Questy Knights has really got me bottled up in the lower left-hand corner. And so before his shooting or anything, this is what my battle lines look like, and I'm really pretty happy with how it's playing out so far. He shoots at me, kills a couple battle pilgrims, kills 4 peasants. That's great. Kills a couple. It's the Hellstorm rocket battery is just brutal. It kills another couple knights, and even with that, I feel like I'm getting lucky that he's only killing a couple knights. So, don't really have great solutions for how to take care of those war machines. So this is a real bummer. My guys went first. I didn't do any wounds on him. He comes back with 3 human attacks, 3 horse attacks, and in all that, he only did 1 wound. So we go to combat res. He has a wound. I outnumber, but he has musician and I don't. And my leadership is so bad, and I have no knights anywhere around here that he easily breaks them. And my trebuchet crew has to take a panic test, and they fail. And a real bummer, because I really thought I was going to hold him up for a turn. I didn't necessarily think that before, but when he only did 1 wound, I was thinking for a second that I'd hold him up. Overall, though, he's got a unit of cavalry that's almost down to half strength in the far right corner. So I'm not sure I've taken him out of the game, but if all they do this game is take out a unit of bowmen, I'm pretty happy with that. So turn 2, my trebuchet crew failed rally. They run off the board. I take my Grell Relique and I'm trying to just cram it right up in there where he has to charge me or I'm going to charge him, because with my BSB nearby, I'm really confident that thing can hold. Otherwise, I push my infantry up. I finally move my Knights Errant up a little bit. I think I'm to the point now where if he's going to charge me with his Knights, I'm ready to take it. I can't sit back and just wait all game long. And on the far left, I decide to charge his detachment. They easily get away. And now I'm curious what he's going to do. I'd almost rather him charge me, because I think I can survive that. If he just stands there and shoots at me, I don't think he's going to make me panic, because I get a reroll psychology test, and on my next turn I can charge him. So I'm hopeful that could turn out well there. So then we go to the shooting phase, and you can see the cannon crew's down to 1 guy because of my turn 1 shooting, and now my skirmishing archers target the flagellants, and I kill 5 of them. And again, I've got between 17 and 20 peasants, I don't remember, but they're rolling. It's 5s or 6s to hit on these guys, because I think the first turn they moved, and the second turn, I didn't move, so it was only 5. But I'm just rolling amazingly well with my archers. So that's the end of turn 2, and we move on to Empire turn 3 in the next segment.